Hey, okay. Can you hear me? Say something in the chat, just like we do normal in class. No one is saying anything. If you can hear me, simply indicate with the chat so that please, if you're just coming, try to mute.
The network is breaking.
I think if it's breaking, I don't think it's from my side because everything is working fine here. I can see your message. Network is unstable. My voice is echoing. What about now? Is it still echoing? Boy, is it echoing? Okay, okay. Okay, thank you. Um, so welcome to class. Welcome to class. Yesterday, yesterday, um, yesterday we had session, the class session, right? And I understand that most of us are having problem with Google documents. I understand that most of us are having problem with Google documents, right? Um, the thing is that if we don't really understand Google documents, it's something that we need to do by ourselves, right? It's not, although content creation is part of content creation, but the thing is that you have to, by yourself, take your time and learn more about it. What I mean by learn more about it is that you go outside the normal. Take your time, just like I said, you go on YouTube. Once you go on YouTube, you can find how to use Google Documents. Because I mean, if you're trying to work for someone remotely, someone is not in the same location with you, and the person is trying to communicate with you, or you want to share files. So would you begin to share let's say for instance now, Word, you want to give the person a quote, or you want to give the person a transcript for a particular video. Would you now begin to create it in Word document and sending it via email like as a file? Of course, you want to use Google Sheets, share it with the person so that both of you can be working on it simultaneously, like in time. Someone can be in Lagos and you are in Owerri here. You're working on this on that file at the same time online. It's not saving and share and you do save and send the file. The person will now work and send the file back. No, that's why you have all these Google suites. So Google Documents, Google Excel, Google PowerPoint, just the way you have it in Microsoft Word, a Microsoft Office suite, the same way you have it in Google or in Google Suite, right? So and the benefit is for you to work in time, right? So to reduce the hassle of I didn't see this file. I try to share this file with you. I didn't see it. This, that, that's this, and the rest. It's not understood, right? So you do well to take your time to learn how to use it. So it's not give us setback. You're supposed to be flowing and pace, right? So I believe by now most of us must have installed our Adobe Premiere Pro on our devices. The Adobe Premiere Pro on our devices, right? Our laptops, right? Like yesterday. I mean, I shared the link yesterday. Even I myself, I downloaded from that link yesterday, right? I downloaded the latest version. Not like latest, but I think 2022. I be 2020. Let me see. Yes, 2022 version, right? So it's currently installed on my system. What is you need the link? I don't know how many of you communicate very well on that WhatsApp group. The link has been there on that WhatsApp group. You are finding it lazy to scroll and check. Please check the WhatsApp group. You see it there. And getintopc.com. That's the name of the link. All right. Okay. So I'll be sharing my screen again so that we can see what's on hand for today. Right. Um. So and also, like I said, like it was, or like I said, my assignment will be submitted today. So if you don't know how to submit the assignment after this class, do well to spend time on YouTube. Find how you can download it or use it very well on your laptop or on your phone, whichever one that is okay for you. Your laptop or your phone, whichever one that is okay for you. So once you see how to use it, then you send the assignment. I don't know how I can help you with that your request right now. It's on the website there. You look very well. I believe most of the people that have installed theirs must have seen it. So you go to the website, you see the search bar at almost at the top right corner of the screen. That is if you're using your laptop. Because it is of course if you want to install it on your laptop, you have to use your laptop to download it. Okay. So far so good. Uh the attendance have been poor and it's not a good thing. So it's not like when I reach, as I was saying, so far so good. My attendance have been poor. So far so good. The attendance have been poor. So you all should do well to inform others, right? I don't you everybody's in this platform, so make them understand. It's not like someone will come towards the ending of the class and begin to say, I don't know how to use this tool, or I want to do an Instagram post for a content. I want to do a content for YouTube. I want to do this one. And I want to write a script. I want to collaborate a video. Sir, please, I want to stabilize. Sir, I want to do green screen. And they are not here in class. uh, uh, I will not answer you towards the end of the program, because I know most of you want to come at the end, towards the ending of the class, right? And you begin to ask questions, throw questions up and down, this one, that one, that one, this one, right? So please do well to be in attendance all the time. So inform others, right? Half of the class is not okay. I need full class. Half of the class is not okay. I need full class, right? I think we are 60 something in class, right? 70 in class. I'll be 70, I'll be 65. So just half is not okay. I need full, right? I need the full number. So if that be the case. Yeah, Rita, you're the one that logged out before the end of the class. Yeah, I don't know. The Zoom cannot just log you out, so you must have logged yourself out, right? So, and my attendance is always taken at towards the end or at the end of the class, right? For organization purpose. So, and inclusion purpose. So you have to be included, right? So you have to stay towards the ending. All right. So stay in a good network position this time around. Okay. Let me share my screen so that we do the most for today. So I believe you can all see my screen, right? This one is better and faster, isn't it? I'm able to get a better system this time around. So, so you can see that my Adobe Premiere is not like the one I used yesterday. That was not showing like a welcome interface. I believe you all can see the interface, right? You can see the interface, right? Aha. So if you installed Premiere Pro yesterday or subsequently or before, you're going to have something similar like this, or maybe a better one that has already created files here. So let me awaken us again. Let me use the word awaken, or let me use the word revitalize us again. Right? Okay. Now, the essence of you learning the art or mastering the art of video editing, content creation is because so you be proficient at handling this. So you be proficient at handling um, different projects, right? Mind you, you might not just be working for yourself. I don't know. Most of us might want to have this skill for our businesses or for our personal life or for our personal content. And some of us might be developing this skill to um to be a professional leader and work for others, right? Ahaji Messi. Ahaji Messi, I don't really understand. I don't really get you, but I'm not going to answer the question because I don't want to interfere the flow of the class. So you ask the question when it's time for questions. So I don't want any questions anymore. So until it's time of questions. So let's try to listen, right? So either of the cases, that is why you are here and you need to be locked in. So for that case, that's why we're using Adobe Premiere Pro before going into a more understandable software like CapCut, right? Okay. So, and Adobe Premiere Pro is a software. It's not a computer professionalism or anything, just like Messi is trying to imply, right? And as of yesterday, we started from beginners level, right? Everything that we will be doing is from beginners level, nothing like a professional level. You understand? So do well to be attentive. One thing that most of us fail to do as humans is that we fail to put in the extra work and we expect magic to happen. So if you don't know a particular thing in computer basics, right, normal computer operation and computer handling, it is your duty by yourself to spend time on resources and develop yourself on that skill, right? So if you want to learn how to operate computer, you need a question, you want to ask something, your YouTube is there. YouTube is your friend. Ask him basic questions for computer operation, how to open Microsoft Word, how to open Google, how to create this one, how to type documents, how to select file. Those are computer basics, right? So you do that one on YouTube since there's no tutor for you on that one. But here, you are learning content creation and video editing. And because of that, you are using the right tools for those skills. Just imagine that you're a carpenter and you're using fork and knife to do your carpentry work. It's not possible. Or you're using frying pan and granite oil. It's not possible, right? So you're not expecting to be learning here Adobe Premiere Pro and you want to be using things like which app should I even call this? All these finance apps, all these things to be, you know, those things are like props that will be used for your content development. Should in case the client, should in case you have a client in that in finance that needs you to create a content or manage a content for them. Okay, so all those things that I said is to revitalize us, to ginger us to grow our passion and more. So we know what we are trying to stay ahead of or prepare ourselves for what is ahead, rather. So you can see my screen, Adobe Premiere Pro 2022 version, right? So right here, you can see, just like I was saying yesterday, you see something like new project, open project, there's home. Here you can see new file, right? New project is to start a new project, right? I think this new file is for you to import an existing project, right? So, but for this one, we'll be starting with a new project. So once you have it installed on your screen, then you might want to click on new project. So new project. All right. So just like now, this 2022 version is having a more wider interface, right? That we can play with or we can work with. So I think maybe it's because I'm using the internet. So all these things are loading. All these videos, they are loaded here. All the you see, okay, it's under tutorial. Okay, I think it's already saved in the installed file. So all these things are tutorial videos, right? That you can use to help your knowledge, right? So, but for this new project, like I said, we need to have a project name. So when you go to project name, so you want to give it a name. So let's say you want to give it Decept content, Decept content creation. Or let's say Decept content. I'll give a acronym for all of them. Decept content C, creation C, and video V, and editing E. So it will be Decept CCVE, right? Just the way it's your and that your assignment number, right? So now your project location. Project location is where you want to have that project saved on your laptop, on your device, right? For those of us that are saying that we just have phones, we don't have laptop. You can similarly be, trying one of two things with your CapCut, right? Uh, I mean, in the sense that you can just go to your CapCut. It's similar. It's not going to be complicated or sophisticated like Adobe Premiere Pro. That's the limitation, right? So, but you can, and everything on phone is most times or sometimes limited. So, it might just be limited in utilization. All right. So, project name, Decept CCV, right? CCVE. Then the project location, you might just want to click on this drop down, then you choose a location, right? Choose a location. So for me, I want to save this project under video, under 2024 CCVE, right? You can see how I created new folder and gave me a new folder, right? Then I just hit enter so I could append it. Then I select the folder again. Then I click here, select folder, right? So you can see it's now showing here the parent folder, which is videos, then the subfolder, which is 2024 CCV. Okay. So, okay. So, right from here, you can also select media to create new projects. That is, instead of just creating the projects only, then you want to like insert your media files later on. You can simply just do that here too. Right? It's not active. Okay. So we'll just create a new project. We have our project name and the project location. So we'll just click on create. We'll leave all these features for now. Create is loading. All right. So this one that is loading, looking for new tutorials is because I just installed it and it's running on internet. So you have all these things. All these things might want to have one or two effects, right? So just like yesterday, and how we had our interface, the source, the programs, your media explorer, and your timeline, right? So, so that is what we have here again, right? Now, yesterday we were able to see how we could import our video files. Okay, let me reshare the link. Let me share the link. Uh, the name of the website is getintopc.com. So when you visit the website getintopc.com, then you find the search bar on the website and search for Adobe Premiere Pro. So it's going to give you a list of all the whole Adobe Premiere Pro there. So try to download Adobe Premiere Pro 2022 version, or you want to download 2020 version. So whichever one that suits you better. So this right here is our working interface, right? Now we have our source, we have our program, we have our media explorer and timeline. So just like I said yesterday, I made explanation of what all these things are, timeline, what they are used for. So and we also imported medias yesterday. So to import media files, right? To import media files, you just come to this your media explorer, say media browser. You can say explorer or browser. Then you just double click, right? Once you double click, it's going to open your Windows Explorer for you. Then you go to the portion where the video files are located, right? So like for me now, I downloaded some this morning. Okay, here they are. So let's work with this landscape, this one. So I'll work with this, I'll import this one. Okay, I'll import all of them, right? I'll import still all of them. So you can see these are my files here, right? So these are all of them. One, two, three, right? So now, yesterday I also told us how we could create um, subfolders within our Adobe Premiere editing software. Within our Adobe Premiere editing software, right? So it could aid us to organize our organize our doc files properly. So it could aid us to organize our files properly, right? Uh-huh. So to do that, I told us that on the Adobe Premiere, we use what is called bin. So you can see right here, it's showing new bin, right? It's showing new bin. Just give me a second. I need to remind people to come to class now. I think, okay. So I said new, like find this new, then you click on the new. So it's just like a new folder in your normal Windows Explorer. So you can see, well, here is bin. So you give it a name. So I'll like to choose one. I'll say landscape, landscape, right? Landscape video. Then I'll have another bin for, let's say, portrait, portrait, for portrait, right? So now, so I have two folders, right? So to help me properly organize my videos, so this one here is a landscape video because it has a wider screen, a wider resolution, I mean to say. We'll get to that, right? We'll get to see how I understand that subsequently. Now we have this one in portrait formats, right? Straight image videos. So for this landscape video, I would like to uh, drag it to my landscape folder. You can see it's in my landscape folder now. Then for this portrait, I would like to drag it to portrait. So now you see they're organized now. So I just have two folders, right? Okay. So yesterday, because of time was running, I had to like drag one of the videos to the timeline so that we could see what it looks like on the program monitor. So, but today I'll take my time to teach you how to create your sequence because you need your sequence created so that it could so that you could have a particular resolution or particular video properties for particular properties for that video. So let's take for instance now you want to shoot the video for Instagram size, like Instagram resolution size, or for YouTube. So you know how to set all those things, your frame rate per second and the likes of it, right? So to do that, we would come on our timeline, right? Or from anywhere, but we'll just go to file, then we'll come to new, then we'll come to sequence, right? You saw the procedure I did. You click on file, you click on new, then if you look for sequence, you click on sequence. So now they have sequence presets already. So that's one thing about Adobe Premiere. So all these things are presets for a particular sequence. So but you want your own preset, right? You want your own preset. Where's that custom? So it's supposed to show me a custom, but it's not. I'm not saying okay, okay. So right here, uh, where's this custom? Mhm. Okay. So it's the app was acting up. So this setting was not uh, active. So I had to close it and do it again. All right. Um, so now once the new sequence dialog box pops up, so you click on settings. So you can see different uh, different options. You can see editing mode. You can see time base. You can see uh then your video. You see video subsections there, right? And so on and so forth, right? So, but we don't want to work with all this one. We just want it to be on. Just want it to be on custom. Where is my custom? This okay, huh? Look at this here. So you you click on it, then you scroll up, you see custom, right? So when you see that custom, because now you are creating your own preset for yourself. You're creating a preset for yourself, all right? You're creating a preset for yourself. There you have it on custom. Then your time base, that is say the how many frames do you want per second? So the the better frame rates per second are frame rates within 25 to 23. So 25 to 23 are better frame rates per second. So we want to make use of 20, want to make use of 23.9. We've already selected it, right? Then what do we want our frame size to be, right? So I believe most of us must have come across videos that look like they are kind of sharp, but I know that's sharp, right? You see how things like you see 720p, 480p, you see things like 1080p, right? And so on and so forth. 24, what's the multiplication of 1080? So something 24p, right? So the higher the frame size, the higher the resolution of your video, right? So for this one, we'll be working with, let's say, we're working with 1080p, so we'll have a good resolution. So 1080, that is for the horizontal. No, wants horizontal to be longer. So we're using 1920, that's 1920 by 1080, right? So this I don't know why it's supposed to be showing 16:9 here. This portion here is supposed to be showing 16:9, not 160:99. So maybe it's a glitch from the software, right? So meaning that this 1920 by 1080, it means that this is the standard resolution for screens. That is to say, it could fit into your laptop view, like all those movies you watch on your TV. They are always either they're always 1920 by 1080p, right? That is their frame size. So if you multiply 1080, sorry, 1020 times 2 and 1080 times 2 is going to give you a larger frame size. So just for larger screens again, you understand? So the larger the frame size, the larger the pixels, and the better your resolution, right? Okay. So I don't know who are these ones sending me a message. My God. The class started some people are sending me message that this one said, it's for your own good though. Staying in class, learning it is very important. Like is that I don't know how I could preach to you to learn, right? I don't know how I preach to you to learn. So for those of us that are just joining now, I think you need to stay in class one, stay to the end. So wherever you joined in, whatever section of the class you joined in, just do well to begin to grab questions that you don't understand. Do well to like note them down on a paper or on your jotter, so that whenever you're going over the video again, because there will be recorded for it, to also answer that problem. People that are saying that they don't have a password, they don't have this one. The emails I shared yesterday to you guys, the password is underneath there. I don't know if you cannot read it or not. Just simply copy the password. Copy the password X something something. So you want to click watch Zoom record. Once it loads up, then you will just it will demand for the password, and you put the password and you watch it, right? Or if you cannot watch it, then I'll see what other option to do for you guys, right? So because learning is very important. So back to it. So we have our frame size set, then the pixel aspect ratio. So it's good to have it on square pixel, right? Not all these ones. Maybe for your own, maybe when you go further in your line of video editing, you might want to choose other pixels type. So square pixel is a universal, right? So fields, low field first. You don't want any field, right? You don't want any field, so you keep it at no field. Then so we already have our okay display format, which is at the frame rate is set already. Then every other thing is just a go, right? Every other thing is a go. So you just leave everything the way they are. Every other thing the way they are. So let's say for instance now, you you might want to do another project again. Let's say you want to do another project, and then instead of going through the hassle of creating this sequence again, you can choose to save this preset, right? So you can save it by simply clicking on this save preset here. You want to click on this save preset, it's going to give you the option. Then you give it a name. What name should we give it? Disep CCVE 16 ratio 9. 16 ratio 9. All right. So you can also add description if you want. So some of us like to describe some things so that we could keep being in our memory. Then you just click OK. Okay, you say you cannot carry. So instead of you don't want all these special symbols here. So I'll just remove it. And I'll just keep a space so that it will be 16:9. And I'll just click OK. So what just happened now? Okay. I need to close some. Sorry. Okay, you can see, right? So we can see there's a folder here, hmm, custom, and under custom is the preset that will just the sequence that will just saved, right? So you select it, selected, right? You select it and just click on OK, right? So because of my screen is kind of too small, so the OK was not able to display properly. So I just double clicked on it and open. Okay, so now we have our sequence set, right? We have our sequence set. So now the next thing is to identify uh, what should I say? Identify our necessary tools, because there's no way that you call yourself an editor if you don't really know all these most of these tools here for your work, right? You need to know all these tools, most of it. The rest you might know it later and use it for yourself later. But for this beginners level, like Messi was seriously agitating for, uh, it's good to for you to know it, all right? So now our programs monitor is showing in black because there's nothing there. So we can choose to carry a project and add. So this one we can simply, just like we did yesterday, click, drag, and drop, right? So you're saying that the clip does not match the 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 sequence that we've created, right? So it's asking that should we keep the existing setting or we should the change sequence settings. So now if this kind of warning comes up, you can just for you to verify properly, you can just come to the video, just or remove it or delete it. All right. You come to where the video is on the media browser, you right click and you check for properties, right? So you can see that this property is the image size, the frame size is times two of what we are using, right? So it's times two, that's why it prompted. So our ours was just 1920 by 1080. So but this one is 4096 times 2160. So the video is quite bigger than our frame size, right? So we can choose to, okay, from these properties, we can then choose to, where is it? Okay. So from this video, in order to go with the sequence setting, you can just right click on it, then you come to your new sequence from clip. So you're creating a new sequence from the clip, right? So instead of just going to file, new sequence and creating the one that you want, right? So in order to do respective to the video, you just come to new sequence from clip. So it's going to create the sequence from the clip itself. So we'll click on it and voila, we have it here, right? So we have our video project on the video on the programs monitor, and this is it here on our timeline, right? So whatever we do within this timeline is what is going to show on the video. You see, as I'm moving this my marker tool, as I'm moving this marker tool, you see the video is just moving by itself, right? So then if I play it, you can see the original speed, the way it is moving, right? So so now we've seen how we could add our sequence and also add a video clip, right, for our project. Now, coming to the tools section, right? This is the tools section here. So we have the selection tool. The selection tool is one that helps you to select all this work, move them from one point to another point, move your marker tool, do other things, right? So, and if you see, the indication said selection tool, then in bracket V. That is to say, if you just press V on your keyboard, it's going to automatically select the selection key for you. Then we have track select forward to ripple edit to. This one you check about, you see how you want to use it later, right? Then now we have what's called the razor tool, right? The razor tool, which has a shortcut key for C on your keyboard, is simply what you just use to slice your videos. That is to say, if you want to split this video into two now, you just click your razor tool and just split, right? Split again. So if you want to return back to your selection tool, you can either press V on your keyboard or you select it. You understand? So you return to your selection tool, then you can move. You see, you have the videos splitted into three, right? Okay. So then, um, then on this part here, you see we have this lock, all these locks here. So all these lock are for each track, right? So on your timeline, you are provided with different tracks. So you have this track, track one, track two, track three for the videos. So V1 means video track one, V2 means video track two, V3 means video track three, right? So uh then A1 means audio track one, A2 means audio track two, and audio track three. And one thing we should also know is that we can have different number of tracks available. So the moment we select one, the moment we select one of the video elements on the track and move it upwards, right? Let's say we move it upwards, move it up, you see it automatically adds a new track. So now we see we have V4 and V5, right? So if we continue like that, we'll keep on creating new tracks. So it's endless, right? It's endless. So trying to bring it back to where it was. All right. So then, so now this lock, if you click on this lock, means that you've locked this track. That is, you cannot move anything. You cannot move any elements from this track. Whatever element that is on this track, it cannot be moved, right? So, but if you click it back, it's going to open. Also, if you click this I2, it's going to, okay, let's take for instance now. Once you close the I2, it's not going to show on your program's monitor. You see, initially when we added this element, this video clip to this monitor, anytime we move this our marker tool, it's going to be showing the movement on the program's monitor, just like I said. But because of we've closed the output, it's not showing. So the moment you open the output again, then you see it, we have it. That's the problem. Sorry, I think let me see. Okay. So I don't know. I think I have to restart. Let me see if I could restart this software. Just give me some seconds. So just like I said, you need a good system because it takes a lot to produce videos. It takes a lot. So I'm going to restart it. I think I need to uninstall plenty softwares from this system. Okay, so let's have it again. Where is it? Adobe Premiere. And so, all right, you can see the screen, right? So I've just restarted it. So I believe you can see it, right? All right. Someone said screen is blank. What about now? Can you see it now? It's not supposed to be blank again. All right. All right. So now back to where we stopped. So when we click on this tool, so now it has taken effect properly. When we click on this tool, we are not supposed to see anything on the program's monitor, right? So because we've closed the output. So the last time it was showing because the the Adobe Premiere got hooked. The system is overheating right now. I think they need to have a fan. They need to have a fan for it. So it's overheating. That's why it got hooked. All right. So, but nevertheless, we still move on. So, but when we turn it on again, and you see, it shows us our content. All right. So now, a video that has both uh, audio, the video that has an audio output, like this one, it doesn't have an audio output. Let me see if I can find a video that has audio output. Okay. All right. I found one. So let me see if I can import it so that we can see the difference. We can see You can see what it's okay. This Coca-Cola masterpiece, right? So let me also add it to the sequence. Okay, now you can see for this Coca-Cola masterpiece I just added, you can see that it has it has two elements, right? Because of it having two elements, because it has both the video and an audio element, right? So we should take our marker towards the beginning, right? And we play it. Let's play. This thing has hooked again. What's wrong with this? Are you sure this PC? Oh, which PC will I now use for this thing? Okay, so we've just imported a video clip that has an audio to it. So I think the issue is why it's happening like this is because of my system, system properties. This is the second system I'm using to test run this thing. That's why I say if you're buying a system, make sure you buy the one that has all this, because video editing is not it's not just a child's work or a child's project. It's something that requires a lot. So because and that's why I see most content creators and most video editors, they charge high for their work, right? So because of their gadgets are always Can you see? Okay, let me see. I'm trying to bring it back. You said you're not seeing my screen. Are you seeing my screen now? Uh, just my name. Okay, I'm coming. It's this is Zoom this thing. Just chill a bit. Just chill a bit. You're gonna see it now. Yeah. So, but before that, let me entertain questions. So
Your
this is the
name
time
just
where who
your,
is this?
your
No,
name just
you
appeared now, but the
hold on,
video
hold on, hold on. This time for question. I didn't say you should check the screen anymore. Um, so far so good. I've treated. I would like to entertain questions like all that I've explained just now. If you have any question whatsoever about it, you can ask. Yeah.
I think somebody has already asked a question
Yeah,
about
I've seen it. I've
initiate
seen it.
or initiate. Okay.
So he said, sir, sir, can you explain initiate or can you explain initiate or um initiate sequence?
Initiate,
I'm
initiate
seeing it,
sequence.
Mr. Chief UK, please. I didn't say you should mute your mic, please. Yeah? What should what did you call it? Open your mic. So, initiate sequence. Do you mean how we can create sequence? That's creating a new sequence. What's the person's name? Machi.
Okay,
Do you
so
mean
it's me. Yes, it's me. No, when you were explaining the video, you said the video, I think I don't have to explain. The measurement was higher or bigger, so you're trying to create another. At that place, I was trying to understand. I don't understand, but I know it was. I think initiate or initiate sequence. I don't know whether it's initiate or initiate sequence. And when you did it, another video was created. The second video was created. I don't know. I don't know if it's initiate or initiate. But I know it came around the time when you're saying that our video is too large for our screen. We're trying to create another video that will fit in that frame. Is that explanation that I needed?
okay? Did anyone see what I did when that issue came up after I received that prompt? Like, let's have an interactive session for it. Did anyone see what I did? Because I believe network was not misbehaving that time, so I believe most of us must have seen it. So before I make my own answer, did anyone see what I did? You can open your mic and speak. All right.
Okay, let me try. I
Okay.
hope what I got is the correct thing. During that process, we got to understand that the preset for the video that we were going to use for the project was bigger than the one that we made, than the costume that we made. So we had
Yes.
to go back and check the properties of the video.
Okay.
So we were able to fit it in. So we went back to the preset and then fixed the original preset of the video into a preset sequence. I hope
Okay.
I'm right.
Did you remember the process how we did it?
Sorry, let me see this video again.
Okay.
I we just
Uh,
clicked on the video, went to properties, and
uh-huh.
then I don't try.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. You did well to try. You did well by trying. Okay. So what happened was when I was teaching us how to create a sequence for our video project, we went about using file, new sequence, then we made a custom sequence and we also saved that custom sequence, right? So, but on the process of on we reaching back to our work interface and we wanted to add this video to our timeline, the moment we dragged it to the timeline, it gave us a warning prompt that the properties of the video does not align with the sequence properties on our timeline. So it was asking us whether we should change the sequence properties or we should just keep it like that. So I decided to close it, then show us another method of creating a sequence so that it could tally with our video project. Right. So that was when I came to the video here, right clicked on it, came to properties to view the properties of the video. So that was when we realized that the video size was the problem, where it was higher, right? 4,000 by 2,000 something, 4,000 something by 2,000 something, right? So we now decided to create sequence a different way by simply right clicking on the video again and selecting new sequence from clip. So the moment we did this new sequence from clip, that was when this new sequence was now created. Then what we now did was to drag our video to our timeline so that it could be displayed for us and then we begin our editing flow. Is that understood by who asked that question?
Yes, yes,
Machi.
yes, yes.
All right,
It is.
all
Thank
right,
you very
all
much.
right. You're welcome. Also, confidence. He said Windows 10, can Windows 10 laptop run the software efficiently? Yes. Windows 10 can run it. When I'm talking about properties, like this is my own this laptop I'm using now is Core i5, right? So if you can see Core i7, good, right? So I'm using this Core i5, but the way the video editing software is making it hot, huh? So you see, so it's the properties that you're going to look out for. Properties like Core i7, uh, dedicated. You should have this dedicated graphics. It'll be either NVIDIA GeForce or AMD, or what did they call it again? All these graphics properties, all these laptops that have high graphics, because when you're dealing with media and publicity, like this is our work efficiently is media and publicity, right? But the video editing department of the content creation, right? You need to work with high quality graphics equipment. So that is what it means. So you can use Windows. Windows is just an operating software, right? Wait, I mean, it's system software. Sorry, okay. System software, operating software, either of the two. System. Which one is system software? Operating software. Okay, it's operating software. Windows is an operating software, just the way we have sorry. iOS. iOS is for Apple. That is MacBook. So that is iOS operating software. I also have Ubuntu. Or that one, Ubuntu is another operating software. So that one is mostly used by programmers, all those people who are writing programs, writing code, right? So Windows can run on it. It can run on Windows rather, and it can run on iOS, that is MacBook as well. So, but make sure like you can start by having the one that has high properties, like high system properties, Core i7, latest generation, stuff like that. So that once you're doing all this kind of big project, like this video now is a very big video. That's why is making the system and the software lag, because this one is called i5, right? You can see it's 4K pixels, right? On the first class, I was teaching us about 4K, 8K. So this one is 4K, right? That's why. That's why you see the video is kind of very clear. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Okay, so right now, if we play this video that we added, the new one, we'll hear an audio sound, right? I don't know if you can hear it. Did you hear the audio sound? If you heard the audio sound, just uh, okay, and you will not hear it because I you will not hear it. You're not going to hear it. It's okay. You're not going to hear it. It's because of this is a live call, and the mic is the speaker mic, and everything is already assigned to my earpiece. So my earpiece has a speaker and a mic, so you cannot hear it. So it's only me that will hear it. So, but what I just want to make us understand that once we add in a video project that has both and has an audio file attached, right? Um, it will show this way, right? It will show two elements. So this one under here is the audio, while the one at the top is the video. So now one thing again you need to be careful about. One thing again you need to be careful about, and as a content creator, is that you should be careful about. There's something I'm supposed to show you now, right? I hope this thing has not hooked again. This one that I played video. Oh my. See where I can find a bigger system for this work. So no, I'll not. I'll look for a smaller video rather. So tomorrow's class onwards, I'll search for smaller videos so that it can efficiently run. So this 4K is too high. I was expecting that it's going to run, but it didn't run smoothly. Right? Okay, so one thing you need to be concerned or careful about is, all right, is that you should be careful about the audio and the video not being together, right? I believe most of us must have watched video where the person's mouth will be moving, but sorry, the person's mouth on the video will be moving, but what you're hearing is not the same, right? It's not the same thing you're hearing. So there's no lip, it's called lip synchronization, lip sync for short, right? So the lips is not synchronizing, right? So why? Because now when you drag a file to your timeline like this, so now when you right click, there's what is called, if you see on the option there, there's what is called on link, right? On link. So once you click on link, it's going to separate both It's going to separate the audio and the video files. So you can see right now it's just the video file that is selected. If I select only the audio, it's just the audio that is selected, right? So now they are unlinked. So I can simply move anyone, right? So, but if I should play this video now, you see that what might be, I didn't mean the video was when someone was talking. You see that what the person is saying as person's mouth is moving is not the same with what might be playing because I've unlinked it and I've dragged this element further than this other element. So the video is starting here and while the audio is starting here, right? So they are not in synchronization. So it's always good to leave them synced, right? So you see, I've Control Z the whole thing and I've taken it back to where they are linked. So, but if you don't want to Control Z, you can, once you like unlink, right? You can still come, right click, you can still come select two of them by selecting, clicking on one, holding your control key down, and select the other. Supposed to, or just click, okay, all right. So not that. So you just click outside, then drag and select the two of them, right? Or you're supposed to hold shift key. All right, yes, exactly. Okay, so now once you click on one, then you hold your shift key on the keyboard, you select the other one, then you can simply right click and you link both of them together again. So that when you move, they are moving together, all right? So, but if you unlink them, they are not going to move together. It's understood. So that's one importance of linking. So one other thing again is the copy and paste aspect. Copy and paste. Let's say, for instance, now we want to copy and paste. Want to copy this particular video, but want to multiply the. Want to how should I put it? Um, Want it to show again after a particular time must have elapsed on the video, right? So we just want to like copy it. So on our keyboard, we can just simply press Ctrl C, or we I'm sorry, you're not you're the only one that is not understanding. Others do. So you just do it to follow up, or you wait for the um, recorded video, then you watch it. So now, if you want to copy and paste this particular video element like a multiple time so that it will play here and also play again, but maybe the other one will just have another effect. So you can simply just click on it, press Ctrl C on your keyboard, or you right click on your keyboard and you right click on the element and you see copy, right? So once you copy now the next thing is that you want to paste it at a particular time on your sequence, right? So let's take for instance now your sequence. You want it to play at this time here on your sequence. You want it to be pasted here at this time in your sequence, right? So you drag your marker tool to this point and you paste. All right. So now we can either Control V or right click and paste. So Control V, we've pasted, right? So, but you can see that it's on the same track. We've pasted it too. Look at it here. But we can see that it's on the same track with the one that we copied. So, but we don't want it to be on the same track with the one we copied, right? So we will now have to we'll Control Z, we'll undo by pressing Control Z, undo. by pressing Ctrl Z. So now since we don't want it on this same track, this V1 track, since we don't want it on this V1 track, then we want to select V2 track. So we want it to be pasted on V2 track, right? So since we selected V2 track, then we'll press Ctrl V. Sorry, this one here. Is this one I'm supposed to? Not this one. This particular one here, this track line here. So you select this V2 track here. So, and you press Ctrl V, right? So you see that's pasted on the second track, right? So let's say you want it on the third track, on the fourth track, on the fifth track, whichever way. So you can do it like that. Is that understood? Is that understood? I want to see it on the chat. Then Manuela, let me have the opportunity of asking what you don't understand. Christian said he understands. Yes, 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 yes. Emanuela, you're the only one that is not understanding. No. If you're not concentrating, better concentrate in class, right? You cannot be doing the class and be eating popcorn or be watching Telemundo. Prudence, you too, are you watching TikTok or you're watching what? And no too. I think most of you that are saying no, you either join the class late or maybe you don't understand from the beginning, right? I don't know how to help you understanding. You just have to do serious extra work. You just have to do serious extra work. That's what I can say to you, right? Because uh uh hey, Emanuela, I think you would like to control your sentence. This is not a street house, and this is not a playground, right? So the fact or the cause or the reason I tried to twist the whole thing to be kind of playful or something doesn't really mean that you will come here and type what you just did now. So I think you should just try to correct yourself, right? Machi, how do you remove the shadow in the background? Machi, you've not gotten to that part though. We are still at the we are still understanding our tools, seeing how we can work effectively on our timeline, right? It's very important because if you cannot operate very well on your timeline, I wonder how should I put it? Changing, removing shadows from background and the rest would. And one thing again, removing shadows from background. This is not photo editing. This is not photo editing, Machi, right? You're looking at that shadow that is in that video. The shadow was purposely created by the content. So it's not photo editing that you say you want to clone the background. You want to copy and be brushing, right? So that comes to you when you're creating your content. So when you're creating your content, you do well to be careful about your lighting, right? So when you're positioning your lighting, you should know where the shadow is casting. So if you put it at one angle, the shadow is going to cast at one angle, right? So you know how your setting looks like. Chibike, don't understand copy and paste. May I ask the padlock between what is the function? Okay, I made mention of that function earlier. I said it's used to lock your track. Let's take for instance now. Um, let's take for instance. let's take for instance now, this track, you can see I'm moving these elements freely on this track, right? On this view1 track. Yeah. So but the moment I come and click on that padlock, on that lock, like you said, I will not be able to move it again. You see, it's not movable. I cannot move anything on that track anymore, right? So, but the moment I unlock it, then I'll be able to freely move those elements. Is that understood? Okay, yes. Thank you, Christian. He was saying he's trying to answer it. Okay. So going back to linking for Emanuela, linking 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 is simple, right? I believe most of us understood it, but some didn't. So where linking takes effect is when you have like a video. Okay, even not just a video and an audio. Even two videos can be linked and unlinked, right? Even two videos can be linked and unlinked. So I'll make example with the two of them. So we have two video elements here, and we have one video and one audio here, right? So now this video and this audio, you can see the white border around the elements. There's a white border around the elements, meaning that they are selected. They are both selected at once, right? So meaning that is there that they are linked. The fact is that when you click on one and you drag that one to any point, the other one that is under follows suit, right? So it's because of linking. So it's linking that um it is linking that gives you the ability to do that thing, right? So but the moment you right click on that element and you click on unlink, right? Once you click on unlink, it's going to unlink both of them. Now you can see that it's the video element that is having just the white border. The audio element is not having any white border. Trying to make you understand that it is not linked anymore, right? So if you move the video element, just the video element that is going to move, right? The audio is not following because they are not linked, right? Even the audio, once you select the audio you drag, it's just the audio that is moving, not with the video element, right? So, but the moment you select the two of them and link them, and how do you select the two of them for linking? Once you select one of the elements, you hold down your shift key on your keyboard. You hold down the shift key on your keyboard and you select the other element. Now, both of them are selected, but they are not linked, right? Meaning that you might move them around, right? But the moment you select outside and you come back to want to move them around, is one that will just move. So, but when you drag it back, then you still select two of them. Then you right click on any of them. Then you go back to your link. Then you link them, right? Now both of them are linked. So even if you select outside the track, you come back and move them, they are still selected, right? This is for audio and video. The same thing goes for two video elements. These ones, they are not selected, they are not linked. These elements, they are not linked, right? So, but if you can see them, we are moving, each of them are moving freely by themselves. So, but the moment you select one, then you hold your shift key to select the other one, both of them are highlighted. So when you right click, you can still link both of them too, right? So when you move around, they are linked, right? Okay, so that is all about linking. So, um, okay. So now the assignment for this one, we are submitting Tuesday's assignment today, right? So whatever assignment that doesn't come in today, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Okay, I'm going to mark my list for the assignment today. So anyone that doesn't come today, that wants to come tomorrow, I'm not going to mark it. All right. So it's today that I'm going to mark it submitted. So with that being said, I'll give an assignment for today, but let me explain the assignment so that we'll not come to the group and start soliloquizing, beating here, beating there, hitting there, going from one to another, this one, that one, thereby consuming more time, right? So I will explain the assignment. I will explain the assignment, right? I'm seeing what's going on the chat section. I would like that to kindly come to an end, please, right? It should come to a stop so that you listen to the assignment. It's very important. The main thing is learning. I understand everyone. The thing is that we are lacking understanding there. Yet we are lacking understanding. We are lacking understanding. One is failing to understand the other. I think we like argument more than learning. Please, let's learn, right? I've already tried to caution her for that statement, of which she said she was sorry. And she said, I am very sorry, right? Although Queen was trying to like enlighten her, but understanding again, right? Maybe Queen didn't see that I am very sorry. So you just, when you see something, trying to think of scenarios from that person's end. Maybe it might be visual error or maybe understanding error. So, but they've both ironed themselves, all right. So we should all be cool, please, right? We should all be cool and let's do what's necessary. Rita, your own is always attendance, attendance this, attendance that. If I ask you a question now, you don't know. Have you submitted the assignment? No, you've not done it. You just want to run. That's how you ran away on Tuesday. And I say, hey, network in car, network down. I understand you. Okay. Okay, so I'll see the assignment. So let me explain the assignment that will be submitted. Oh, I understand this work. It's not easy. I understand. But we still want more jobs. By the time you learn this thing very well now, and you start doing good projects and you start finding yourself on soft work. You don't know when they pay you good and handsome amount of money for a project. You don't know that. All right. So for this assignment, we are going to use our Premiere software, right? We are going to import a video, right? Listen very well. Listen very well. Listen very well so that we will not go and say, sir, I do not understand. Listen to the assignment very well, though. Okay. Now, the software that you're going to install on your laptop is you are going to install, there's what is called Bandicam. So you go and search for Bandicam. I'll also type it on the group, Bandicam. Once you install Bandicam, I know you've already installed your Adobe Premiere Pro, right? So once you have it installed and ready on your PC, I always arrange the assignment on the group. Don't worry, it's going to be arranged. So, but just here, forget the typing. Hear the vocal understanding. for those of us that don't have PC, just what we've all the things that we've taught today, you can try to do it on your phone as well. You can download CapCut, or there's one video editing software for Adobe for phone. I'll also check it and get across to you so you can download it. But one thing I want to make you understand is that the interface is not going to be the same with the interface for your laptops. And that is why the academy say they are giving you a discount. Huh. Do you know what discount is? You are getting a good laptop for discount. Asha, you don't understand now. With the way dollar is doing now. So, back to the explanation for the assignment. You download Bandicam, you already have your Adobe Premiere installed. So now, once it's installed and ready to use for your device, for your laptop, then you open your Adobe Premiere, right? Then after opening the Adobe Premiere, you minimize it. And then you go to your Bandicam app. Your Bandicam app is used to screen record. So if you don't know how to set it up properly, you can use YouTube to set it up properly, right? Anything that you want to ask about setting any software up, use YouTube, right? So once you set it up, then you record your screen. So now you're going to record the action that you're doing. So once you start the screen record, then you open your Premiere Pro app. Then you do all the things that we've taught so far. But we shouldn't just do all, sha. Let's take it pace by pace. So what you're going to do is you're going to show me how to open a new project, create a new project. Then you also show me how you import a file. So the video should not be long. So if you're doing it, you have to be kind of fast, right? So that it will not disturb ourselves. Then after creating it, I will show you where you go and upload it. So I will see it online, right? So we just record how to open a new project, how to import a project to your through your media browser, and then how to create a sequence, right? And that's all. Then you stop recording, you carry the video, I'll show you where you upload it. Then I will be able to see it. You don't need to share the link. Once you upload it and you write your name, I will see it, your name and your phone number. Then you just indicate on the WhatsApp group that you've seen it, that you've uploaded it. Then I will check it. So that will be the assignment for this weekend, to be submitted next week, Monday. So, with that being said, Rita said this sounds too much. Yes, that's how it is, my dear. You will have to do it. There's nothing that is too small. Do you know how much they are paying content creators? Ah, uh, do you know how much they are paying them? Big money, oh, big money, oh, I'm telling you. But Nigerians, we are always having limitations to gadgets, right? So definitely, if most of us had the opportunity to gadgets, with the skill that we are learning now, once we just have them with our gadgets, it's a go. Social platforms everywhere, YouTube, just be dishing out content, right? Viewers, you know, TikTok pays. This TikTok that people are saying that is for children, Gen Z, this one. TikTok pays viewers. I think it's a joke. It pays as far as you're creating content, you're following the trend, you're having viewers, likes. TikTok is paying you on the back end, right? And again, as you're having viewers on that TikTok, and if you're into affiliate marketing with Amazon or any shop store, you have to you can also use your TikTok influence to drive sales, right? Uh, okay. Um, Oh my God. How to use phone? I said it now. I said it earlier. Were you not hearing? I said, well, let me take my attendance first before I answer any question. My attendance is very important. So I'll stop sharing my screen now. So I'll take my attendance and the rest is a voila, right? So we all know how we do the attendance. So this just indicates presence. Your name, for those of us that didn't have our names, so we should just write our names and present. Uh-huh. Okay, so I think my attendance sheet is complete, right? Mm. So now for those that are asking how can they do the assignment, they don't have laptop, they don't have Adobe Premiere Pro. They don't have laptop, they don't have. I said I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you the software. So you can use your phone. But I'll check for the Adobe Premiere, Adobe phone editing software that you can use. Mm. So I'll once I'm passing the written information for the assignment, I would um I would also inform you about the app, right? So yes, you can also use your CapCuts, right? So, but you cannot do sequence and all those things on CapCut. Just do well to get a laptop. Do well to get a laptop. So, without further ado, what should we talk about the class now? I think
So please look at the question I asked. I haven't seen your email. I don't know.
who is speaking? Let me see who is
It's
speaking.
Prudence.
Prudence. You see, you have not seen my email.
Yes. I have
Okay.
tried
Did you
logging in
fill? Did you
as you
fill?
said.
Did you fill your email on that
Yes.
sheet I did yesterday?
Yes, I did the first time. And now I redo it again. And when I found out I couldn't got your email, I have redo it again. And yet,
Oh, Prudence, you're the one that sent direct mail. No, I didn't say she sent me a direct email now. Where is
no,
it here?
not okay. But I did another way. The other way is asked us to do.
Oh, and if you did the other, okay, I'll check the sheet again. Maybe you sent it late. I'll check the sheet again. Then I'll share the first class and the second class to everybody again. Right?
Okay.
So I'll check it again.
All right.
Yes, you can leave. Rita, Rita, you can leave or go to work. Go to work. You know, month of end, they have paid you salary. You know, you go and flex it. Go and flex it. So go and work so that you flex your salary in peace, right? And you can go. Okay, can go. We should talk about lunch. You want to get lunch for me, or you want to get lunch for everybody in the class? Which one? What do you want to talk about the lunch? If you want to get the lunch for everybody, you can do so. You can do so. Uh, all right. So how much is the laptop? Did you receive the number for the access to laptop officer I sent on the group? I'll still send it again. Maybe okay, you received it. Then you chat or call the lady. Then she's going to give you full information on the amount for the discounted price, their properties, and all those things. So that's why the number is there on the group. Yes. All right. So have a nice day. See you tomorrow.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's the question? It's already 2 minutes to class. What's the
Please,
question?
that first assignment, are we to use this MS Word and just type what we want
I
to
didn't say
do,
you
then
should
submit to
use.
you,
I
or
didn't. I didn't say you should use submit it to MS Word. You can use MS Word to type it. After you finish typing it, you copy everything. You go to your Google document, paste it on your Google
okay?
document, then share it with me with my email, and make me an editor. Right? Share with me, and then once you share it to me, that's all. I'll receive it on my email, just from your Google documents. Once you share it, it automatically comes to my email.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.